Hello again, my name is Gabe. Well, we're going to start preparing our evening meal. And what I've got here is I've got one of these pots, and it has a lid. And what I did is I put a piece of foil inside, and the reason that is it's easier for cleanup. And I've got it probably more than halfway filled with water. And we're going to bring this water to a boil. And what I have here is I've got a package of corned beef. And inside the package of corned beef is a little baggie, and it has spices in it. And when this water gets a little bit warmer, we're going to cut the bag and drain all the liquid that's in this bag into that pot. And we're going to take the little package and we're going to cut it open and spill all those spices in there as well. Then we're going to put the meat inside, fat side down, into the water. Here I've got a fresh onion. I've got a jalapeno pepper, which I'm going to slice up. I've got some carrots that I'm going to leave whole. And I've got some little red potatoes that I'm going to cut in half. And I've got a small head of cabbage. Now I'm not going to put any of this in until about an hour later. What you have to do is you have to bring this to a complete boil. And once it's boiling, you turn it down to a simmer. You put the lid on, and you give it about 2.5 hours of cooking time. And about an hour and 10, an hour and 20 minutes into the cooking time is when I'll add the veggies, except for the onion and the jalapenos. I'll put those in the water to help permeate throughout the meat. You don't want to put the carrots in and the potatoes in and the cabbage in too soon, because they'll get real soft and mushy. Let them cook for the last hour or so. Take it off, put the meat on your cutting board, and cut against the grain. And what you want is some real good mustard. Grey Poupon, or whatever mustard you and your family enjoy. You want to have some mustard, and you want to dip the meat into the mustard. Have your fresh vegetables, have your cabbage, and enjoy a wonderful, easy to cook meal. The only problem with this is it does take a little bit of time, not to prepare, but to cook. So this isn't something you could sort of prepare in advance, go to work and come home. You've got to do this like on a Saturday or on a Sunday. The good news is that the meat, once cooked, will keep. And there's nothing wrong with cold corned beef on fresh rye bread with hot mustard. If you have any questions, you know what to do. I hope you try some of these recipes, and if you like them, I hope you share them with your friends. Not that difficult to make. The meat itself isn't that inexpensive. That little piece of meat there was around $24. But that'll feed a family of probably 6 or 7. Well, I'm going to have it, and I'll probably bring some over to some of my neighbors. And I'll have it for a few days as well, because I said there's nothing wrong with having cold corned beef. Make sure you cut it against the grain, otherwise the meat sort of falls apart as you're cutting it. If you have any questions, you know what to do. If you don't have any questions, enjoy. I'm going to show you how we go to the next step. You take the bag and you cut the bag this way so you can drain all the juice. See the juice going in? All the juices are going into the water. And then you want to get that other little bag that I told you about with all the spices out of the bag. So there it is. You see? That little bag with the spices is invaluable. You just cut it like this. Let it all go into the water. Make sure you get it all out. And once you've done that, you get your corned beef. Again, place it flat, fat side down, gently into the water. Make sure that it's all completely submersed. And then I'm going to put my onion, I'm going to split my onion in half. Just put it in to add a little flavor to the water. And then the jalapeno I'm going to cut into thin slices. Going to put the seeds in it as well because they're going to add flavor to the water, which permeates into the meat. The carrots, again, the potatoes, I'll cut the potatoes when I'm ready to put them in, and I'll split the cabbage in half when it's ready to go in. Make sure you wash all your vegetables first as well. There's a little extra juice in here. Make sure we get all that juice out. And again, I'm going to wait until this boils before I reduce the heat, put the lid on, and let it simmer. Invite your friends over for a delicious corned beef dinner. Your family will appreciate you taking the time to make it. Thanks for listening. If you try it, which I hope you do, let me know if you like it.